Now, IoT applications go well beyond engineering, so I'll briefly cover some of the different application areas that we use IoT in. Smart homes is one of them, for controlling everything from our lighting to our heating and cooling to our security and locking systems, our CCTV, our entertainment systems. And there's a few different ecosystems like Google Home or Amazon Echo that can be used to allow voice control or app control on your phone. You can control things away from home and collect data over time, looking at things like what's our temperature, what's our room occupancy, because you don't necessarily need to heat areas where people aren't in. You can connect this to gardening systems to do your watering, automatic watering, or garage door openers and things like that. One other application is smart doorbells, where you can press the doorbell and there's a little camera so that you can see who's at the door and check that before you answer the door. You can also talk to people remotely over the smart doorbell system and say, yes, it's fine to leave the package there, for example, or remotely unlock the door if you need to as well. IoT systems are used in smart irrigation as well. You need to ask questions like, well, do the plants actually need the water? Well, that might depend on things like how wet the ground is, what sort of plants you're using, what's the weather forecast for the next 3 days. And so we can use those sort of decision-making processes to work out when we turn the pumps on, when we turn them off. Do we water, do we not water? And some plants might need more water than other plants, and we can zone things as a result of that. Another area that you may have come across IoT is in smart parking systems. You may have gone into one of those multi-level car parks and you're like, where do I park? And then you see these little red or green lights above car parks that signify whether a car park's full or empty. Well, some of these systems are connected so that they can send data to signage and say, well, there's 50 car parks in this wing of the car park, or maybe there's an app that you can look up and work out where free car parks are so that you don't have to drive around endlessly trying to look for a car park. It can send you to areas where there's car parks available. Medical technology is an area that's taking off within IoT as well. Everything from patient monitoring, for example, tracking your vitals, location, whether you've fallen over or not, looking at your blood pressure and heart rate, to even consumer smartwatches with ECG systems to measure your heart rate as well. You can use them for tracking medication across hospitals. Where's the medication going? Are patients actually getting it? Or likewise, equipment across hospitals. Where are all the ECG machines, or where are all the dialysis machines? And one of the more recent areas is in ingestible sensors. You can swallow a pill that's got a camera in there, or a whole lot of sensors like core body temperature sensors or pressure sensors, or sensors sensing the biochemical nature or pH of your gut, and you pass them out. But as you swallow them, they're constantly sending data to a mobile phone or some sort of transceiver device that's getting data about as it goes through your actual body. Now, there's been estimates about the extent that IoT will have in terms of impact, in terms of things like cost savings and in terms of benefits it brings to the economy. Across areas of manufacturing, construction and healthcare, mining, agriculture, these benefits amount to billions and billions, hundreds of billions of dollars across those different sectors. So IoT is an area that's growing across many different sectors in many different walks of life, and we'll consistently see more and more sensors sensing more and more things, and hopefully making our lives better and not heading down that route of 1984 where they're controlling our lives and robbing freedom from us.